Tonight at 10, how one local sheriff says he listens to the Constitution instead of an executive order. And a Peoria woman arrested for telling police officers she was the coronavirus. We take a look at the arrest made and hear from the NYPD. Well, good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Sheehan. 3 lives were lost in a Lexington mobile home fire this morning. Investigators saying the cause cannot yet be determined. Durante Matthews went to the burnt home to hear from neighbors and fire officials.
An infant, its sibling, and their mother all perished this morning in an early morning blaze in this mobile home behind me. Neighbors say they're still shaken up by this tragedy. Charred wood and burnt debris are all that remain of this West Winds Estates mobile home, which police say housed a mother and her 2 children.
It's just really sad and tragic. Praying for the family and a thank you to the first responders and the firemen that came out.
Kenyatta Smith lives just a few steps away from the trailer. She says she was woken up early in the morning to flames and the smell of smoke.
It seemed like on the car, on the SUV, and it seemed to spread to the house and just go up into flames.
Smith says she noticed first responders arriving quickly to the scene. Captain of the Lexington Fire Department, Eric Hewer, says the department responded to the mobile home around 3 a.m. Saturday.
And by the time we arrived on scene, we were far behind the fire, and we were unable to successfully remove all of the occupants, so we had 3 fatalities.
Captain Hewer says they were able to douse the fire in about 15 minutes with the help from surrounding fire departments. He says the details surrounding the family's identification will be released by the town's coroner after autopsies are completed. Smith says, being a mother herself, this tragedy strikes a particularly sensitive chord.
Just knowing that she was a mom, that's what, hit home for me, because that's scary.
Officials say the exact cause of fire is still under investigation. In Lexington, Durante Matthews, WMBD News.
16-month-old Sawyer Bennett passed away in an emergency room at OSF St. Joseph. 3-year-old Emerlyn Bennett and 27-year-old Hillary Peters were found dead at the scene. Officials say cause of death for all 3 was carbon monoxide intoxication due to inhalation of smoke and soot. A Peoria woman was arrested in New York City after telling officers she was the coronavirus. 37-year-old Jessica Prim Facebook Live the entire scene, telling officers she thought President Trump was speaking directly to her in his televised press conferences and that she had to go to the USNS Comfort hospital ship in New York City for help. I spoke with NYPD and they tell me she was acting erratically and was charged with criminal possession of a weapon as she had a box filled with knives in the back of her car. She was also charged with unlawful possession of marijuana. Health officials for Bureau, Putnam, and Marshall counties announcing a new COVID-19 testing site in Princeton starting next week. The test will be done at the Health Department's Princeton office, located at 526 South Bureau Valley Parkway. Drive-through testing begins Tuesday, May 5th. It will be limited to 10 to 15 tests per day. If you are coming to get tested, you must call ahead for an appointment. These appointments will be Tuesdays and Thursdays between 9 in the morning till 2 p.m. Health officials also announcing testing sites may soon be coming to the Lakin and Hennepin offices. Tri-County health officials are now announcing 158 total COVID-19 cases and 7 deaths. A man in his 70s passed away due to COVID-19. It was announced on Wednesday. Now Peoria County has 103 cases, 42 in Tazewell County, and 13 positive cases in Woodford County. 45 people in Peoria County have recovered. There are no new COVID-19 cases in McLean County reported today. There are still 99 confirmed cases in the county, along with 3 deaths. 85 of those patients have recovered. But in the state, COVID-19 cases continue to rise. The state's public health department announcing over 2,400 new cases today, as well as 105 new deaths. Dr. Ngozi Ezike says over 300,000 tests have been done in the state so far. She wanted to give people advice by providing tips to what you can do inside and outside to pursue a holistic lifestyle.
Maybe you can set a tent outside, write a book with your kids trying to document this really historic time. But physical activity should be prioritized. I know some of us are gaining our COVID 5 or 10 or 15. Let's try to make walking, which is our best defense as we try to curb our blood sugars, our blood pressure, as well as the physical, mental, and emotional benefits.
Dr. Ezike also announcing over 4,700 people are in the hospital with COVID-19. 1,250 are in the ICU, and nearly 800 people are on ventilators because of the virus. And Governor Pritzker facing questions about the difficult time people are having with filing unemployment. He says the current systems might have to go.
In the end, we're going probably to have to replace the system. Significant improvements need to be made in the future, but it won't be able to happen during these first months of the coronavirus outbreak.
A local sheriff says he will not enforce Governor Pritzker's stay-at-home order. It went into effect on Friday. Austin Schick tells us what Sheriff Jeff Lauer's plans are.
During the pandemic, Governor Pritzker has signed numerous executive orders requiring people social distance, adding that certain businesses and churches stay closed. Tazewell County Sheriff Jeff Lauer says he and his deputies will not write people tickets who don't follow the order.
And nowhere in that order gives me or any of my deputies any authority to act.
This comes just a day after East Peoria Mayor John Call says his city is beginning to open back up.
We can't sit around and keep waiting for those answers. I mean, people's livelihoods are being destroyed.
I'd rather just stay safe than to be sorry. If people's going to come out, whether they want to, if they want to come out, they're going to come out.
Lauer says as an elected official, he won't go against the oath he swore to.
I'm a constitutional officer.
Other police departments have said they will enforce the governor's order, but East Peoria police will not.
We're not enforcing it because that's not our position.
Lauer says every district can police the orders however they see fit.
It's not for me to tell anybody else what to do there, but on the flip side, it's not for them to tell me how to run my jurisdiction.
Illinois State Police has suggested writing reckless conduct charges, but Lauer says that is a serious charge for people not doing anything illegal.
It's a very serious charge for someone just trying to live their life.
Lauer says numerous people are frustrated with the governor and are ready for the stay-at-home order to end.
People feel like they're being held hostage.
The sheriff says his deputies will continue to enforce the laws, but only when a real crime is being committed. In Tazewell County, I'm Austin Schick.
Tuesday will be opening day for one Peoria County attraction. Wildlife Prairie Park in Hannah City will finally open its doors for the first time this season. The park will encourage guests to wear masks and remain socially distant from one another. Playgrounds and other places people can't be distant will remain closed. Next week will begin their first phase of opening.
We're opening to members first, so that's how we're doing the phase 1 opening. So it's a members only thing, trying to keep the crowds from being too big. We do still have a couple thousand members, and you can still buy a membership, but we're trying to use that as crowd control, but also as a thank you to our members.
English says the park will open to the general public hopefully soon. They first need to see how this upcoming week goes. Well, the impact of COVID-19 has left many small business owners relying on support from the community to help keep their businesses afloat. However, some owners from one particular community say they almost feel forgotten.
The Hispanic community in Peoria has slowly grown over the years, creating businesses to share their culture with the city. However, due to COVID-19, many of these same small businesses like Balarte Frida say they're not sure how long they can go on.
It's been hard, it's been stressful. We've been working very hard trying to get people to come over.
Co-owner Jenny Vega says the impact of the state's stay-at-home order almost caused them to close up shop for good.
It was a very hard decision to take. If we close our doors, we're gone forever.
She says with the shop being run by 2 single mothers and no employees, they weren't able to qualify for small business loans, relying solely on the support from the community. Pedro Quintero, owner of Perico's Tacos, says the lack of traffic for carryouts led his store to a temporary closure. We weren't generating enough money. We weren't making enough to pay our employees or maintain the restaurant open. And those passing by Hacienda El Mirador still question if the restaurant is operating even with an open sign in the window. Through all of this, many of the businesses say they're not even receiving support from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Vega says she's grateful Balarte has been seeing slightly more foot traffic, but she says Hispanic small businesses still need more support.
we put our heart into it, and it's just not a job. It's something that we do from our hearts.
In Peoria, Durante Matthews, WMBD News.
Strong storms are ongoing throughout parts of the area. I'll talk about who could be impacted by these storms coming up.